Welcome back, everybody! Last time was pretty nuts. I had a theory confirmed that Fei was eyed. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to be confirmed or denied in case it didn't get revealed for a little while longer still, but coincidentally enough, it seems like it got confirmed in that exact same episode, so details, but my goodness, so gotta say, it's kind of nuts. And, well, I guess now we gotta figure out where we're going from here, because a lot of things just happen, and I bet the party's all thinking, like, what the heck is going on? I don't understand anymore. Also, freaking Hammer's betrayal, I kind of don't understand that either, really. And also, Ellie's parents died, which, because, no one's allowed to have living parents in this game, apparently, because, what the heck? Well, okay, I mean, Billy's got his father. I mean, okay, Billy's still got a living parent. But for how much longer? I don't know. Ellie's got her parents gone now. Bart's parents are dead. Saitan's... I don't know. Well, man, maybe his parents are dead. Probably. Mew's parents are dead. Maria's parents are all dead. Fei's parents are... Well, actually, not necessarily. His father is probably still alive, but his mother might be dead. Okay, but anyway, though, details. A lot of people have dead parents now. It's kind of ridiculous. I did not want to say for anything until I was sure. I was on a secret mission by orders of Emperor Cain to monitor Fei. He ordered me to determine whether Fei would be a threat to the world or not. The contact. That is what the Emperor calls Fei. Uh-huh. Well, certainly interesting to say the least. This is your conclusion. Yes, Your Majesty. This is the answer that I chose myself. Anon Elby, you think you can do it? I have to say do it every now and then when I'm using this voice. Yes, I agree with you. Humans have the potential. Managers are no longer needed. The contact is not our enemy. Yes. As you say, Your Majesty, if Fei is... if Fei is what? Then I leave it up to you. I atone for my crime of executing Order 66 by doing so. Wait, you really executed Order 66 when I wasn't here? Are you insane, Emperor? Anon Elby. Anon Elby, the long-awaited man of God, who will take the people born in the world with him to the new horizon. Such is the destiny of the contact. That is what the Emperor called Fei. He did not tell me why he called Fei that, though. Who the heck is he, then? He is Fei, but he is also the one who destroyed Elru, caused Kar serious injury, sank the Yggdrasil, killed Rico's subordinates in Kislev. Need I continue further? He is eyed. What did you say, eyed? What do you mean? Fei, that is dissociative identity disorder, also known more commonly as multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personalities. It is a mental disorder where one person has multiple personalities. That can't be real. Oh, but it is very real. Fei is living proof of it. I've been watching over Fei, who has a destroyer personality within him named Ide. In the beginning, he was stable. His disassociation did not occur at all while he lived in Lahan for those 3 years. But then after Lahan was attacked, things changed. Little by little, the number of incidences of his disassociation and their length began to increase. And then at Solaris, a complete manifestation of Ide occurred. What brought it about? He was fine when he was in Lahan, right? My guess is that the appearance of Graf affected Fei somehow. You probably know that Fei worked with Graf as the assassin Ide before he was brought to live in Lahan. Wait, he was? It was then that Elru, the homeland of Dalmania, was utterly obliterated. Graf was intentionally provoking the manifestation of Ide within. For want of a better word, Fei. For what purpose? To destroy God. That is what Graf was saying. That is all I know, although there might be more to it. But one thing is certain. Graf was encouraging the manifestation of Ide, but did not have adequate control over him. In other words, it was too much for him to handle. Yes. You said that's all you know, although there might be more to it. What did you mean by that? I shall go on to explain that now. Actually, that is the most important point. Well, alright, Saiten, please do explain all you can, I suppose. There is nothing you can do. You understand well, just as I expected, Saiten. Or was it Doc? I've been wanting to meet you. Excuse me. I've been wanting to meet you, Ide. I wanted to talk with you. I guess it is all due to this machine which cuts the nerve connections. Anyway, what is Fei doing as of now? Fei? Which Fei do you mean? There is more than one. ... Ide? The one you call Fei is asleep. Sleeping? When I am awake, he sleeps. That is why he has no memory of what I do. Why does he not know? It's obvious. He is my subordinate. He cannot peer into my memories. He should not in actuality even exist. That man forcibly created his personality. Fei is a tenant in the room of cowardice. That man? Our father Khan. Oh, Khan, not Car. Frickin' stupid me. Oh my gosh. That's why I was so confused. I'm like, Khan, Car. They had the same first two letters, though. Khan, Car. Same first three letters. Ah, man, anyway. He sealed up my personality in the deepest recesses of my consciousness. Though some inexplicable reason, that is when the present Fei was born. When you said cowardice, what did you mean? Why ask about him? You think you can do something? It is rare to be able to talk to a real, schizophrenic? Is that what that is? As a scholar, I'm extremely intrigued. With friends like you, Doctor? I like you, Saiten, but he is insignificant. After all, he is just a failure. A coward like him does not deserve to be Fei's existence. A pathetic one who has always fled from reality. He never did one thing against me when I controlled him. A coward who refused to live. He should have been erased, but he continues to exist. Why won't he disappear? Dang it! It makes my skin crawl just being in the same body as him. Is that so? I swear. Let us change the subject. I would like to know how and why your personalities were split. Since you were the one in control, I would assume you would know the story. Normally, personalities do not split as they did with you, unless there was some sort of past trauma. You want me to talk about my memories? Don't misunderstand. I haven't given you the right to question me. Just because I'm held down by this machine, don't push your luck. If I really wanted to, I could break the restraints and crush you. Don't you forget it. Then why not do it? ... Shall I tell you why? You do not have complete control over Fei, do you? Your control of him is incomplete. To break those bonds would require a tremendous amount of mental energy. Having used up your energy, Fei would return again. Basically, you would have to leave this stage. Obviously, the day you would be able to return is indeterminate. Hence, you will not do it. Am I mistaken? So you know me too well. I don't have complete. What is wrong, Ide? You forced me on stage. He's waking. Under normal circumstances, I would have been able to hold on. But I can't. This is all that woman's fault. Her existence makes Fei resistant. You mean Ellie? That woman. The same. Everyone must eliminate. I do not... Excuse me. I do not understand. I do not understand, Ide. You don't need to understand. But when the time comes, just take it as a cut. as it comes. Reality and death. I'll eventually get to you. Be seeing ya. Be seeing ya. That sounds like a weird thing for him to say, but alright. I'll be seeing y'all later. The emotional portion of Fei's present personality was sealed up by his father through some method. And now with the cleared foundation of Ide's personality, in computer terms, it is like constructing a mock personality on top of the compatible portion of the OS. That is the reason Fei has no memory of his past. Those 10 or so years of memories are under the supervision of Ide. As long as Ide does not willingly hand over the memories, there is no way for Fei to know, since he did not even exist before the time Ide was sealed up. The present Fei's personality is an underdeveloped one which was built up upon within the 3 years of living in Lefhan, studying and acquiring other people's reactions. Hence he does not know how to fully cope with sudden or emotional situations. Ellie, you are the one who has spent the most time with Fei, so I would assume you would understand this. Were there not times when he would be psychologically unstable? For example, he would be manically depressive and then have sudden fits of rage. Yes. Then his present personality is but only a temporary one. That is not what I am saying. Present Fei is one single personality. It's just that structure-wise, his personality was constructed on top of Ide's. That's kind of weird. Hence placing Fei at a lower hierarchy. That is why when Ide is active, Fei has no recollection of it. Then that means he might eventually be overtaken by Ide? Yes. If it were only Ide and Fei, but that does not seem to be the case. Ide only manifests when Fei's mental energy is in a weakened state. It is a mystery in itself that the lower level personality of Fei has any control over the upper level personality of Ide. It is obvious that there exists a third personality. Ide calls this existence the Coward. In my observation, this Coward may be the fundamental personality of Fei. In other words, Ide's manifestation is not controlled by Fei, but is controlled by the personality known as the Coward. And that means what? At the same time, Ide resents this Coward, he also obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, this Coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fei in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, Fei's fundamental personality does not come out. It says one awakens, it will become one with Ide. In other words, there's a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored. Is that for sure? Probably. But I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had the opportunity, I disappeared, and he has been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fei, that would challenge his existence. Fei can be himself, but his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It'd be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. Well, that does make sense. Gotta be in a peaceful place in order to not let that stress come through. That is lacking. No, the Dark One. Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him up. Otherwise, we don't know what may occur. Cease this at once. May we at least wait for a wise man to return before we make any resolutions? Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I have been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly recruited by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice. Well, that is... You must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on! What's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon by Graf. Graf manipulated Diabolos into destroying this world, and that power within Ide is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. We ought to immediately freeze him in carbonite, otherwise expect the worst at any moment. No! But isn't the present Fei the real Fei? If that's the case, then why? But he's still far too dangerous, think about it. He single-handedly annihilated Solaris' capital. We can't set him free. Not only that, in the past there were countless other cities that were destroyed by Ide.
I don't know their intentions, but Graf and Krellian were always involved somehow. And one of those incidents was Elru. It was Dominia's homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebelling city of Elru was done through the use of Ide to test his capabilities. As a result, not only was Elru taken down, all the Solaris units present were wiped out.
He's responsible for the Yugs and R.
So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers.
Wait. But... Okay, I was confused when they were talking about that, but wasn't it that stupid monster that did that? I thought... It wasn't Fei. Was it? Fei was around, wasn't he? I swear Fei was actively investigating with us. I think he was, wasn't he? But how would he have been able to do that, though? It was so clearly that stupid sewer monster that freaking has the murder you in one shot move. It was obviously that thing. I don't get it. What's wrong with you all? Are we supposed to be his friends? It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are just too great. Saitan? No, that is terrible. I agree, that is terrible. ...
It's decided then. You will be scheduled for carbon freezing tomorrow. Okay then?
Well, I mean, now what? I heard about it from Doc. I'd... Who would have ever thought within me lies another me? But you're the same Fei I've always known. You return to your old self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say on the second advent of Graf, the one who destroyed all of this world. It seems Graf used to be a land dweller named Lakin. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I can understand what he means now. Though my Ide power isn't good enough. If it has the same quality as Graf's, Let's escape. If Graf for the war brings out Ide, let's go to a place where no wars exist. If you did that, you'd be... It's alright. I don't have a place to go back either. She really doesn't. Her parents are dead, her home is destroyed, yeah. She's got nowhere. Thanks, Ellie, but no. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that Ide'll never appear again. Besides, I tried to kill you. You're still okay with that? And you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, Ide's power is nothing like that, but you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect? If you're to be controlled by Ide, and all those around you become your enemies, I'd still be by your side, because I love you. I mean, I know it's lonely to be by yourself. Just say it, Ellie. Gosh dang it. Don't have to sugarcoat it. Oh my gosh, our first anime cutscene like a year. But it's a cutscene we've already seen. Jeez, it's been like, seriously, like 70 episodes or something like that since our last anime cutscene. I'll open it now. Let's go, Fei. Ellie. What I don't get is, why was even Saitan okay with this? I don't get it. Even the doc doesn't believe in Fei.
I thought it was about time for you to come.
Saitan? Oh. It's no use trying to stop me. Even if it is you, if you get in my way, I have no choice but to. That is no way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. Question mark? I refueled well, tall. We're ready to go anytime. Saitan? But, Ellie, you cannot use your gear while it is under repairs. What? Then what am I... You know that Omni gear? What if you borrow it? No way. I can't take Shivat's property without permission. Ellie's the only appropriate person for the gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never. I won't ride it, ever.
Ellie, what's wrong? I'm so scared, that's why. I'll never want to do it. This is a problem. How about if I ride with you? Was that Marge or was that one of the other two? Oh, Margie and Billy. Hard to tell in this darkness who's who for a second there, you know? Everyone? Sorry, Fei! I'm sorry. Sorry! No. Thanks, everyone. Now, I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine. Okay, so we're getting out of here, huh? They have left. Fei, where? They went far away. Hey, go! You go too? Oh my gosh, but Emerald, you can't do that. Oh, why are you guys still here? We already blew up Solaris, now what?
Cain, making a ridiculous setup with Hyuga. He certainly has his deficiencies compared to our digitized existence, which permits us to use a higher level of logical thinking.
These guys.
He is restricted by his human form. He must join us in the computer world. Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated Etrinak. His powers must not be underestimated. We're already short of time. The key. Use the key.
Even you are beginning to feel the pressure. Apparently.
Krellian, what is Cain's situation?
The usual life extension treatment. He will hold out for a little longer.
Does that mean we may not make it in time?
I wouldn't know. You spoke of using the key. Can you be sure he can be eliminated?
That we do not know. You know who he is. If he is the contact, there is a possibility he may not transmigrate. It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability. That does not mean we can just remain idle. Yes, at this rate, we are bound to make the same mistake, but we can't fail a second time.
Well, don't worry. I've sent Ramsus to deal with him.
What can a failure like him do? He couldn't even defend Etrinak. What can you expect from trash like him?
Even if he has the Anima Relic.
The relic?
The relic we recovered before has been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problems now. He should be able to use his full power.
You're going to take the task yourself? Although he transmigrated, wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand you.
I've thrown away all feelings of human emotion. All I need is her.
But isn't that also an emotion?
Of course.
Is that a blunder?
You are irritating. Do you wish to cease your existence?
Fine. We shall leave it at that.
Well, I suppose so, then maybe. Or maybe not. Elheim? Yes, this is the place I want you to bring her here. She's an important woman to me. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself. You're quite right, but can you say the same thing after looking at this? This is... Your gear and the Anima Relic have been aligned. This is the Omni gear. Now she is with Fei now. What? Losing those battles against Fei again and again. I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you still fail at this, you are truly trash. ... Ramsus, will you go?
Car, are you going?
Yes. I must get rid of him with my own hands.
Be careful, I believe in you, no matter what others say.
Fei, what a loathsome name. I worked my way up on my own, but he ruined it again.
Uh-huh, sure he did.
That signal. It's him. I'm not trash. I'm not worthless.
What kind of gear is that? Double exclamation mark! Omni gear, and according to the readings, it's clearly different from the one Bart's using or the one in Shivat. You think it's the perfect gear? Perfect gear? Remember what Saitan said? It says that the Omni gear are controlled by mental waves. Power, the potential varies depending on the rate of synchronism. The numbers indicate complete synchronization. Uh-huh.
Slow, too slow.
They're catching up with us.
Your performance is sad. I knew you'd be there. Ramsus? Turn Lieutenant Elhaim over to me, Fei.
What? Why do we have to turn Ellie over to you? Oh, I get it. It's Krellian's idea, isn't it? I don't think so. You can't expect me to comply.
I can take her by force if you wish. But then, don't ever expect to be able to hold her in your arms ever again.
Fei!
Don't worry, I'll protect you. Impressive words. Fei, I intend to take everything away from you.
Okay then, I guess.
So is Ellie gonna be fighting again, or is this 1-on-1? This is your final warning. Hand over Lieutenant Elhaim now. I refuse to. Are you sure you want to refuse me? It'll be too late for you to change your mind later. Stop your stupid boasting. Well then, I'll have to show you if I'm boasting or not. So be it, no holding back, and no holds barred.
Alrighty then. Oh man. Well, we are off to a great start now, aren't we?
Come on, what poor form, what's wrong, Fei? In the presence of my vendetta, your well-tall is but only an infant. Incredible. This undeniable difference in power. Miang, are you watching this? At this rate, and with this power, I can defeat him.
Ramsus, listen, I surrender. So please stop attacking us this instant. What are you saying? If you do that... It's me he wants. I can't drag you into danger just over me. Ah! Stop attacking, Ramsus. If I'm what you want, then just take me.
Win. I can win. I am not the worthless one.
Ramsus, can't you hear us? He's lost himself in the overwhelming power of that gear of his. Fei, we had better run.
It's over for you, Fei Fong Wong.
Okay, what are we doing then? Are we gonna die?
Oh man. Kratos asking if we're gonna die counter up to like 50 at this point. 70, 80, I don't know.
Oh, ah! Oh, Ellie screamed.
I am not the worthless one. Huh?
I've even taken out the lieutenant, too. Dang, I forgot my orders. Oh well. To heck with Krellian's orders.
Ramsus, are you alright, dude? My gosh. I think the guy has really gone off the deep end at this point. You're nuts, Krellian! Dang, the bleeding. The bleeding won't stop. If things don't change at this rate, Ellie's not gonna make it. Ellie, hang in there. Ellie, I'll save you, I promise. Ellie! Ellie, you gonna be alright? Graf, what are you doing here? Freaking get out of here, dude! I'm waiting for your transformation. I want you to go back to your original form. Save? Yeah? I mean, why would I not?
Overriding finish. Congratulations.
Insert disc 2! Oh, and it happens at the end of an episode 2! Perfect timing! Alright, everyone, in the next exciting episode, disc 2 finally arrives! And we're 85 episodes into this. Part 86 is the start of disc 2. Let's freaking do this. I'll see you all tomorrow, everyone. Let me know what you thought of disc 1. It was a freaking joyride. Ridiculous. See you tomorrow!